Thanks much for having me. My name is Eddie. I've done my high school here since year 10, which is the same as Form 2 in Kenya since Form 4. Currently, I'm a second year student in University doing my bachelor's in aviation.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Eddie, for coming. I'm so glad that you honored my invitation. And I know the viewers will love you. I know they will like the content. Guys, do not forget to leave your feedback in the comment section. So, I wanted us to highlight what the curriculum looks like in high school, because you do realize it's, especially for us who are immigrants, it's going to be like a hit. It's going to be different.
Definitely.
If you could just tell us how that was.
Okay. So I came to Australia in 2015. So I was finishing off my year 9, which is same as Form 1.
Yeah.
I only had 3 weeks of school, then I went for holidays, and then I started from year 10 to year 12, which is from Form 2 to Form 4. So the curriculum, first of all, it's a bit changed. I'd say compared to the Kenyan system of learning, it's sort of different and easy and hard the way you look at it, in the sense that the Kenyan system is harder because you have about 12 subjects you need to do, and you gotta like narrow it down to, I believe, 8.
Wow.
Yeah. Whereas here, you start off with you can do about 6, and then as you go up, you still have the 6, but you're gonna do WACE, which is the national like sort of exam for your 12s. You can narrow it down to 4, or you can stick to 6. And so in the sense that I found it easier because it's more focused on like what you know at the time. So compared to, let's say in Kenya, in Form 4 you have to study all the way back from Form 1, right? Whereas here you just have to study for that whole year, and that makes it sort of easier.
Okay.
I'd say it's also convenient because your assignments count up to your final score. So the exam will be sort of 50%, and you have assignments that are like 10%, 5%, 20%. And I found it quite enjoyable. It's just that it was just like a big shock to me.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. So the difference is actually quite big there.
Yeah. So the main thing I'd say for anyone who is planning on coming to Australia to do their high school, you find that when you first start, especially with a subject like English, it might seem hard, but once you get the concept and what they want, it might take a while, but it's really easy to follow the system because it's all the same. Just get your assignments done, and then when it comes to the exam, just focus on that section. So here they take things one step at a time, whereas in Kenya it's just like a huge
everything all at once.
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
But they are boarding schools. Not as many. The main reason like they're not that popular is because like mainly people like live close to the schools kind of thing.
Okay.
So with the suburban sort of living, because like when they build a suburb, the schools around it. So many people try and migrate close to schools and all that. So there's no point of putting kids in a boarding school. They can walk home.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And there is also that fact that you do not go to a school that is not in your catchment area.
Yeah.
So, like how we would be from Central Province and then you're going to Nyanza for high school.
Yeah.
Because of the system, once you've done your high school, and then you have like national schools, provincial schools, blah blah blah. So you could end up anywhere. But where else in Australia we have whatever catchment area, whatever suburb you're in there, people who live around that area will go to that school, and you can't come from that other suburb or that catchment area to come into one. You can on special consideration, but they wouldn't like give you as first priority. It's given to the people who are homing around there.
Yeah, definitely. So it's as you had said, like it's not one of those things in Kenya where let's say you live in Nairobi and then you get called to school down in Garissa or Mombasa. Nah, it's mainly because they all do the same thing. There's none of that national, provincial. It's just that there will be like the I don't know how you call them. It's sort of like the sort of executive schools in the city. So sort of like Mercedes College. And I think there's Trinity. But anyway, I don't know much about
it's
them.
It's like the McKinney schools and stuff.
Yeah. But literally, it's just the same. It's just that with them, like I'd say they have a different. It's sort of same to our learning years. But they have like more options in their studies, like what you want to do. But at the end of the day, if you do your ways and then go to uni, or you can choose to go to TAFE instead of doing ways, then you can go to uni. It really depends on like what you're going to be studying in the future.
Yeah.
So literally schools here don't matter. Wherever you go to school, the system is just
the same.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. And when it comes to meals,
yeah,
lunches, and I know, of course, because you're more of, most Australian high school are more of day school instead of a boarding school. So there might be a very big difference. But then again, do you get offered lunch, or do you have to bring your own packed lunch?
So it really depends on you. So in my school, you had a choice of either bringing your own lunch, or you can do. We had a canteen, so you can do your lunch order there. So you really have a choice, either you bring your own.
So you pay for it, and then if you bring your own, that's up to you. Whatever you bring. That's nice. Cool. And big question is culture shock. Other than language and the racism part of it, what's the biggest culture shock experience you've had
in school? The biggest culture shock, I would say the fact that I had to learn that people started working from as early as even 14 years old. That was really big, because I know a 14-year-old in Kenya, you don't have a job.
Yeah, because even right now you're working.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say how old you are, but I can imagine you being in high school back home. Okay, being in uni, you still be depending on your parents.
Yeah, exactly.
Most people who are in school don't work, and it's because of our system.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's a nice one to highlight.
Because here, like, pretty much on the weekend, you'll be like, oh yeah, I'm just staying home, I'm doing this, I'm playing school, and someone's like, I go to work. What do you mean? Like, is it like you're getting forced, or no, I get paid to work? That was like a big fascination for me.
Yeah.
Because I just thought school was gonna be saying weekend, stay home, and I got bored of the day school. Because I was like, go to school, come back home, go to school. But then when I realized I was work, that's when I was like,
I'm gonna be busy. And do you think that's because of the system, the way you were taught in school, or because if you are back in Kenya, do you think you'll be working?
No. So I'd say
why is that the case here?
Okay, it's because of the school system.
Yeah.
Right. So in year 10, you do something called work experience. So you go into a workplace for about a week.
Year 10 is like form 2.
Yes.
Wow. So you have like practicals and
stuff. Yeah. So for a whole week.
And is that for a particular subject or just school?
Also, you need to do your work placement, which counts to your graduation.
For what?
For high school.
Like what work school? Where am I going?
Okay, so
what did I study to just go and see? That's what it's interesting.
Okay,
right?
with work placement, really, they say pick on something you'd like to do as a career, because.
Oh, okay. So it's more of a forwarded. Dream kind future career thing.
Yes.
Okay, so it's nothing that I learned in school, it's just what I'm passionate about.
Yes.
Got you.
Because in year 10 you get to choose the subjects you're going to do in year 11 and 12, and those subjects comes to your WACE exam.
That's
right. It's either that, or you can do something you're interested in, because mainly some people here in year 10 don't know what they want to do yet.
Yeah, and so is everyone in form too.
Because it's really like, because everyone's like, I'm still young, I've got to hold this life ahead of me, So it's either what do you want to do as a career, or what you're interested in it, to be honest. Because work placement it's gonna count to your graduation.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's really good towards shaping the mindset of young people, especially because we are in the African setup, or in the Kenya. Let me speak about the Kenya, because that's where we come from. We are very dependent on our parents.
Yes.
Or even the government system to provide everything for us. Or else that's very good. It's also a disadvantage, because when we come out of school, most of us don't have an idea of what to do with our life. So we've just had, Form 4 exams, we're done, but then that's it. We sit back, unless your mom tells you or your parents tells you to go to a certain college or do something when you're waiting for uni. You're just there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So the main thing about here regarding to culture shock is that the independence, you get told to be dependent when you're really young. You start driving when you're 16.
Yes.
So by the time you're 17, you're driving on your own. By the time you're 17, you can't do that at home. I don't even think at 18 you can do that at home.
No. No. You're actually 18, but then even not so many people can drive at 18.
Yeah.
Well, unless you are from a very wealthy family and they
plus
started.
the confidence as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, the roads, eh?
Yeah.
Let's not even go there. That would be a long story.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So that's interesting. And when it comes to Parents' Day and parents' activities in the school, relationship with the teachers and the student, was that different?
Not really, in the sense that yes, we still have the parent days, like parent-teacher meetings. If we had like morning coffees, and parents were invited, or we had like sort of like celebrations. Let's say sort of like we were doing like an Australian Day parade, Easter parade, kind of thing like that. Yeah, the parents were involved. The parents are really involved here in school, and like they will let you know how your kids are going on in school and all that. The parent-teacher relation with the students, just that I found that person like the teachers were sort of like, even if you did something wrong, the teachers had that compassionate to like talk to your parents about it.
Yeah.
It's not like when they say you did something wrong and they would just like chuck you under the bus and just throw all these things at you. Because at the end of the day, they want to make your parent like feel like proud of you and all that. So they're not gonna just say negative things about you.
Yeah.
So I'd say parents are really involved when it comes to school here.
That's fair. Really fair. I know for me, when I wanted to come to Aussie, I just felt like I'm going to be the only dark person. I didn't know. And having watched videos of people who had been here before, it gives you the confidence. Did you ever have a video or information you just got dumped into?
I just go here.
Flight 3!
Just go here, got on a week. Came here over the weekend. Monday I was in school.
What?
And when I went to school, luckily, my group had like a camp. So I couldn't like sit in class on my own, so I had to go home, and then I came back the week after. That's when they were coming back. Came back first day, really shocked. I was not the only dark person.
Yeah.
There was a lot of dark people in my school, so I was like, okay. But that still didn't like give me confidence, because I was like, nah, this is the first school. What do I say? What do I do? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's sort of like everyone was walking to class, everyone had a place to go to, but I was just walking, looking around the area, and I looked so lost.
Yeah, and you don't know like the layout of the school. Did they do any orientation?
Yeah, I was oriented in school like the day that I came, to find out that they'd come for camp.
But you'd have forgotten even by next day.
But then when they did that, every student was in class, so the school was quiet.
Yeah.
When I came in the morning, everyone was like bells were ringing
everywhere. Everyone is just moving.
Yeah, so you just turn around, people are looking at you, and you're like,
oh my gosh. And do you think if you had the chance to watch something or read on something to give you like what we have just discussed, would it have prepared you?
It would have prepared me, because I remember when I was coming to choose subjects, I wanted to do aviation, and I thought about working in the medical field, but I didn't know what to do, because I was the first person to go through it, the only Kenyan that I knew, and so my parents didn't even know like what to do, because I remember mom telling me to do WACE and TAFE, but that's not possible, because either you do WACE or you drop out and you do TAFE, or you finish and do TAFE. So I didn't know nothing, so I was just like going with what the colored kids did. I was like, hey, because I sort of like picked up, because with the other immigrants from within Africa and all that, they sort of like, because they've been here, so they were going for like professions like law, medicine. So I sort of like, okay, so if they're doing this, they have to go through WACE, and I watched what
is WACE?
So WACE is
I was like, well, that language is like new to me.
Yeah,
I'm like, what?
Western Australian, I think it's curriculum, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, so it's a pathway.
So it's sort of like KCSE.
Okay.
It's sort of like KCSE in the sense that you get ranked based on a score you get. So in KCSE, it's a score you get, and let's say for example, I don't know about the Kenyan system going to college or university, but people aim for like a B+. I don't know, B+.
Yes.
Right.
Well, you have to pass, like if you're C+ and going down, you're being looked down upon. It's like you failed.
Yeah. Whereas for here, there's like a ranking system. So you have 80s start from like 70 all the way to about 99. So depending.
ATA is 80 AR.
Australian. Oh
yeah, I know. Yeah, but I know the acronym is AT.
AR. Yeah. It's a ranking system. Okay. So it depends on the course you want to do. So let's say if you want to do something like medicine, you probably be something about 95. You want to do law or something like so.
And what's the combination subject to that score?
Okay, so for example, if you want to do something like medicine, you have to do biology as a must. You'd have to do mathematics applications. You can do, because there's formats, there's applications. So we start at the highest is specialists, then methods, then applications, then general. Specialist is mainly for like engineering and that sort of sense, like high level engineering. Methods is just that even with medicine you can do with that engineering, but it's advisable to do both if you're going to do engineering. Applications is just like normal maths, but it's part of the AGES system, but I'd say it's more relaxed than these two. Generations that it's not counted towards your ATA because it's not an ATA subject. So I started off with doing mathematics methods because I wanted to do engineering, and then within the way I was just like, you know what? Nah. So I dropped to application. Pros and cons. Pro was that it would bump my ATA up. Cons was that I couldn't do engineering. So about aviation, did not care. Like, it's either you can do methods or applications. I had to do English 8 is a must. If you want to go into uni direct, if you do English general, you have to do like a 6 months bridging course.
Wow, sounds exciting. I think it's a big change, but I mean, if you've done it, all of us can do. And thank you so much for coming to highlight all those factors. I believe they will be useful for most of us. Thank you guys for watching this video. I do hope that it was going to be influential in making your decision whether you want to come to Aussie or not. Also, if you're a parent and you have children who are going to high school, it gives you an overview of what to expect. Until the next video, we'll see you. Keep safe. Bye.
Bye.